Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Sharpshooters Podcast NFL Draft Preview 2025. We up in this thing, man. We up in this thing. We a day away from the good old draft. Get to see all our teams and all that good stuff, man. I know y'all can't wait. Everybody, what's going on? You already know we got my main man, Tez, in the house. What's going on, dog?
Man, nothing much, man. Just waiting to talk about this draft a little bit. Kind of snuck up on me this year, man. Draft kind of snuck up on me.
Oh yeah, man. We up in here, man. So yeah, y'all already know, man. This pretty much gonna be fans questions. So whatever y'all want to ask about the draft, or just say what you want to say about the draft, please put it in the comments. Cause I just want to know who your team is, who you want drafted, who you don't want to draft. Trades, all the unexpected things. Y'all already know the good stuff. Just the good stuff. But yeah, already we got JB in the building. What's going on, JB? Got Dwight already in here, man. Everybody coming over from Piano Man show. Definitely appreciate everybody coming on in. Definitely appreciate everybody. So, like I said, if you're new, y'all already know, hit that like and subscribe button. Wipe your feet before you coming in to the show. Show your love, show your love, show your love. And tell us everything about your team, all that good stuff. But man, yeah, I don't even know where to start, man, because you got the draft up and everything. What is there to talk about first about this draft? Anywhere you want to go. Trapper, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Where you want to start with it, Ted? We'll go where you want to go.
Man, we could. I don't know, man. We could start at the top of the draft. What do you think's gonna happen? We know what pick one is. Pretty much. That's already been solidified.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
what
man.
You kind of see happen at the top right there.
You asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we already know it, man. It's Cam Ward, all that. No surprise.
Specifically that number 2 pick you got.
But we can talk about that for a second, just since we already know what it's gonna be. Cam Ward, number 1.
Yeah. But the Browns at number 2, you got Travis. You got my guy from, I'm drawing a blank, but my guy from Penn State.
Abdul Carter.
Or trade out of that pick, with the Browns. Browns have had a couple high draft picks in recent history. They live in the top 5 with draft picks, it seems like.
And it seemed like they miss on the ones that they supposed to get. Only one that really showed any type of promise was Myles Garrett for the most part. I think Baker was just on a bad system because we see how he's doing in Tampa Bay. But I feel like he had to go through some growing pains too and whatnot. But he's just a tough guy, man. So just to see him where he's at in his career right now is dope. So
that's correct.
Yeah, absolutely. So absolutely love everything what Baker went through. And then you can just tell like he's more focused and he's more determined to get where he want to be in this league. But yeah, man.
What would you do though? This is your team. You're sitting at 2. You got 2 great players right there. Two. I'm talking like you don't get no better than Travis Hunter. This is generational talent, and you got Abdul Carter, who when you think about the idea of pairing him with Myles Garrett, it's crazy, right? So, what would you do, bro? This is Madden.
Oh shit, this Madden, man. Shoot, man.
You'll probably trade out of that pick and get some more draft picks if this is Madden.
if I was the Browns, you can't go wrong with it. You can definitely that pick is definitely valuable. I can promise you that.
Oh, for sure.
Trade out that pick, get more picks out of it, a whole lot of more picks,
Yeah.
especially if you want a quarterback for the future, and then just try to flip that and get more picks. And but if you want to line them up with Miles Garrett, man, you gonna have a warrior. Like if they draft him second overall pick, he's my pick for defensive player of the year. Not defensive player of the year, but
Rookie of the year.
yeah, defensive rookie of the year, man. Because I don't see anybody stopping him one on one. Because you're not going to be able to double team them both, and that
That's
leaves
true.
Abdul Carter one on one with
And
other people.
he can move around too. Like you can do a lot of creative things with him. He's
Mm.
not just a hand in the dirt guy. You can put him somewhere everywhere on the field. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
man.
interesting, bro. That's a dilemma to have. Like I don't know if I'm the Browns, I'm looking at that like, hey, my God, like I don't think they've ever faced a situation where they had two transitional players, like generational players that they could
Mm.
pick from, and both of them fit. Right, you can't go wrong with either one. Like both of them
Mm.
kind of fit.
I don't know. We got a couple of questions. Say, what if Cam doesn't go number one? Then what? Oh, he's definitely going number one.
They, yeah, I
That's
think,
been confirmed and
yeah,
everything.
bro.
So I'm not even gonna play that scenario with you, JP. Yeah, I'm not even about to play it with you. I'm sorry, dog. I wish I could, but it's confirmed, bro. He's definitely going number one. It's without a doubt. He's going number one. And y'all already know, man. We got my main man, Piano Man, in the house. We just came over
Piano
from
Man, what's the
his
deal?
show. Now we over
What the
here.
business is.
Y'all already know, man. Uh, talking about Cam Ward being number one. That's already solidified, signed,
Yeah.
sealed, delivered, and all that good stuff. What you think about well, hold on. No, Trapper Net had one. He said, how far is Shedeur going to drop if the Saints don't take him at 9? Or will a
Mm.
team trade up and get him? I don't even think he'd make it a 9, man. I feel like if he falls into the Jets lap, he's going to play for the Jets. Oh, definitely the Raiders. I don't see the Raiders passing on him. I don't even see him falling out the top 10 at all. So
how,
it's
how,
definitely gonna be interesting on that.
how much of that is how much do you think him not wanting to play in a specific place is going to have to play in this draft?
Say it again.
How much do you think him not wanting to play in a specific place is going to have impact in this draft? Because like his dad and him have been vocal about like they want to make sure the situation is right. And we've seen in the past people force their way out of a situation or into a situation in the draft. You think something like that happens in this draft, or you think he's like open to play anywhere that drafts him?
It can possibly happen. Anything can
I think
happen
so
if you
too.
want to be in the best position. I don't blame him trying to be in the best position to win.
Yeah.
Ain't trying to have a situation like Bryce down there in Carolina, and then
Right.
they calling
Right.
you a bust just because they put you in a bad situation. So you this is probably one of the last times you have control until like your contract comes up, if you that
Mm.
good. So you better take full advantage of it as you can. Of course, don't push too hard, but do what you can. What you think, Piano Man?
I'm in a total agreement with you. And Tez, that's a great question because, and I'm gonna say this as tactfully as I can. There are some among us who forget that once upon a time, uh, Archie did that with Eli, and even before that, John Elway did the same thing. But people have long and short-term memory loss. Certain
Mm-hmm.
folks, um, and they forget that, and so therefore, when another person does it that they're not all that fond of, they forget that someone else did the same thing. So I don't blame Dion because here's the catch, and I think all of us on here are parents. We all want what's best for our children. And it doesn't matter the stage of life that they're in. we want what's best for them. And then by that same token, if we traveled that road before, it would be dumb and it would be totally out of order on our part as parents that have traveled that road not to instruct. So Dion's doing no different than what Archie Manning did for his kid and what I think Jack Elway did for John Elway back in the gap. So I'm in total agreement with it. Now, where he goes, I'm not sure, but at the first of all of this, I always heard that it was the Raiders. I don't see why that should change.
Mm.
He'll
So
be
the
in a
Raiders,
much better situation than Bryce Young.
Oh, easily.
Raiders are sitting at 6 right now.
He might not make it. It's going to depend, Ted. Um,
I think he makes it to 6, and the only way I see that he doesn't make it to 6, somebody trade up to get him, um, or the Browns, or the Browns or the Giants. No, the Giants probably take him. Just because the teams in front of him don't need a quarterback. That's the only reason I say like he may make it to 6. Uh, and it's just a matter of if the Raiders take him or not. If the Raiders take him, that's when it's gonna come to play whether he wants to play in the place or not. Because we say the Jets, but does he want to play with the Jets, given their quarterback history? How does Dion feel about that? Then right after them is the Panthers. We know they're not gonna pick him at the Panthers. And I know he don't even want to go to the Panthers. You see what I'm saying? The Saints is an interesting one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that may probably, if I had to predict where he's gonna land, the Saints at 9 probably make a lot of sense to me because I feel like if he falls to them, he picks him in New Orleans with the cachet he's gonna bring,
Mm-hmm.
the filling up the arena
Yep.
and just the eyes will be on it, man. In New Orleans, like I think it would be a good system for him. Plus, they're used to having Drew Brees. They're used to in New Orleans. They've been starving for a quarterback since Brees left. So I think that probably makes the most sense for him just based on the teams ahead. Unless of course somebody trades up. Now we can't predict that. We don't know how they gonna spend their money.
Mm, yeah, of
right.
course. So yeah,
But you,
man. Go
but
ahead. Go
but
ahead.
can, but let me interject something right there too, Ted, because you bring up it. You what you're saying is true, but let's go back a minute because you brought up the Cleveland Browns. All right,
Right.
now that would be one of those squads. That
Yeah.
Dion might would step in and say, no,
Mm-mm.
no. But then on the next hand of that, it has also been rumored that that's possibly where Jalen Milroe could possibly end up because his name was being shot with the Browns too. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So it's going to be interesting. But as far as Shadeur goes, I don't see why the Raiders would have changed their mind about getting him. If they're at 6, depending on the needs of the other team, uh, he might make it to the 6. He might make it to the 6th pick. Maybe not. But I don't know. But I don't know what the trip is about how far he drops because that's been the
Right.
thing all day long, and I'm sick of listening to it. Shadour's a good quarterback. Now, some people say he might not be all of that, but to me, he has some things that Cam Ward don't. There's some things
Right.
that he can do that Cam doesn't do. So it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be interesting. Cam's going first, so we can cancel all of that. He's going to the Titans, and he'd be the best quarterback they've gonna beat and had since Steve McNair, in my opinion. You know, they hadn't been right since Steve been gone. So maybe this will help get them on off the schneid, if you will, in the
Yeah.
long run. But right now, nah, they better not put Cam back there to start because he got broke up. Telling you.
They tried a couple quarterbacks in Tennessee. I mean, if it was me, honestly, if I'm the Giants at 3, I'm taking ShedeurSanders. I but clearly they believe in what they have now. I don't know why. Uh, but you got a receiver down there that's starving for somebody to get him the ball. Like I don't know. This guy literally last year was campaigning to get the ball. Like, he did everything but hold a poster and the picket signs and throw me the ball. New York is a huge market, bro. I just think that makes, my God, you put him with the Giants. The Giants have been starving for a quarterback too for a very long time.
And
so
didn't they get Russell Wilson? Did they sign Russell?
Yeah, they got Russell.
Yeah.
But hold on, let me shout out everybody in the chat right now because I don't want it to back up too much. Of course, we got my main man Gil up in the house. What's going on with Gil?
OG.
Nitra, what's going on, Anitra?
Hey,
How you? Y'all come on in. Miss Susan, how you doing? Appreciate y'all coming on over. Appreciate it. Tell a friend, come on over. Send your predictions. Tell me your team, all that good stuff.
Go Steelers.
Yeah. No, I said we got a Steeler in the house. We got a 49er and we got a Commander. I still don't like our team name, man.
I don't either.
It don't
Go back
right,
to the
man.
Redskins for me. I don't mean no harm, B Sharp. They gonna always be the Redskins. I was raised on the Redskins. My mom and daddy called them the Redskins, and wasn't nobody falling out when they were the Redskins. Now here come this woke society, come talking about something wrong with the Redskins. Man, they've been the Redskins all my life. They the Redskins.
They petitioning to change it back though, right? Then they're trying to get that back.
They trying to, but shout out to my guy Josh that met down at the Senior Bowl that do Bleacher Report for the Washington Commanders. He said they ain't gonna change it back.
Oh,
yeah. So they may change it to a different name. I wanted the Red Wolves if they were gonna change it to anything. It's just like the Commanders.
Better than Commanders.
Yeah, just
that don't even sound right.
So man, like Mama call him Clay, I'ma call him Clay. That's how I feel about the thing.
And then I think like the Native American community came out and said that that's actually not offensive to them.
So. Exactly. That's what made it even worse.
Right.
So you let another group of people dictate, man. I'm not even gonna go there.
That's a different show.
But it's crazy. It's crazy that you let other groups, except the main group, dictate what you want to call it. How you gonna say what's offensive to us?
Right.
But well, B Sharp, hold on for a minute. I know you're doing shout out, but I got to ask this question.
Go ahead.
If you're going, if they the Redskins and then you change the Cleveland Indians to the Guardians, well, why didn't you do anything with the Atlanta Braves and the Florida State Seminoles? What's the problem?
Well,
that's a great question, actually.
Yeah, I think they
think about
that. I think they said it wasn't nothing wrong with Florida State. I know the Indians, the Cleveland Indians, they actually had a problem with that, so that's why they changed it to the Guardians. Yeah. I don't know, man. That's what I said. I try not to even get too much into it. I said, all right, you like it, I love it.
I hear you.
But give us a better name. If we ain't going back to that name, just give us a better name. That's all I ask.
The Commander. Sound like we waiting on what's the name of that movie? Toy Story.
I tell you what, man, winning cures everything. If they go out there and they win, Commanders will be the greatest name ever.
You will hope, man. You will hope. But yeah, man. Like I said, everybody, man, put your predictions in the draft, your hot takes, all that. That's why I said this mostly a fan show tonight because I want to know how everybody feel about this draft. I want to know your teams. Like I said, your hot takes, anything you want to happen in the draft, questions, and we're gonna answer it on the show. But we was talking about Shedeur, but the one I think we'll talk about Shedeur later. Because it was some comments I just didn't like about some anonymous source talking about Shedeur, which is god awful. I hate this time of the year when all these anonymous sources, oh, this kid is that, this and that. Man, put a name on it. Stop being scary. Put a name on it.
Well, you know why they do that, right?
Because they scared.
Nah, I got a late round pick, so I'm gonna put this out so that he falls.
Man, I don't care. I don't care. Don't put nothing on my name.
Yeah, but that's
Don't
that's
put.
that's literally what that happens. Is you
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
at 15 or somewhere, you need a quarterback, and I don't know who's sitting at 15. I'm just made up a number, but you need a quarterback. Then, and he's the one you want. Then I'm gonna put out bad publicity so that other teams pass on him.
Shout out to the Haven in the house, my main man.
Oh, what's good,
Over
man?
here. I'm working with the Atlanta Braves, everybody. I'm definitely gonna be out there very, very soon. So I'll call you after this, my brother. Of course, we got KT in the house. What's going on? Hide the brothers. Hide the brothers.
Yeah, we know what happened the last time.
Well, she claimed nobody hit her up, but them DMs were probably popping. May not came from here, but they coming from somewhere.
Some of y'all start using correct English when she get in the chat. I know who you are. I see you.
Boy, straighten up, sit in their
Straighten
seat.
the shoulder. Hey, be sharp. They straighten their shoulders up, stick their chest out. The English language go to change it up.
They said when a woman walk in the building, man, they do straighten up, man.
We see it.
We all been there, man. Hey,
we know what the business is.
So we
can't
cover
fool us, man.
The wife said we covered Pitt 1. Now, what about Patriots at 4?
Ooh, that's interesting. Now.
That is very, very interesting, Dwight. I have no idea what they're going to do. I have no idea what they're going to do at 4. It all depends. Okay, we got Cam Ward going at 1. Let's just say that more than likely Abdul Carter is going to go in the next 2 picks. Mm-hmm. I think the draft really start like. What is the Giants going to do?
That's the question.
I have no idea what the Giants going to do. I hope they don't draft Shedeur because I don't want him to go to that situation and go to a better team. And plus, he'll be in our division. But Travis, it could be Travis. I don't want Travis to go there. I don't know, man. It's very, very tricky, man.
I'm hoping that they pick because I'm a 49ers fan, so I'm hoping that Will Campbell can fall to 11, which I know is not going to happen. But in a perfect world, he would fall to 11 to us. So I'm hoping that they go receiver or something like that.
Hey, man, you never know. Anything could possibly happen, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you. Anything
and it's a new regime. Like, if it was like the old Belichick, I would say they trade out of that pick probably. But now, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's up in the air.
Yeah. He said Patriots need a whole team. That they do. They got a wide receiver. I believe Drake May is gonna be good. They got Stephon Diggs. We just gonna see, man. I just didn't like how they ended the year. Like you've been losing all year. You in position for the number 1 pick, and you choose to win the game. That's when I have a problem. So that's why I have a problem with Gerard Mayo getting fired. I was like, bro, you had all year to win.
But think about this though.
No.
Think about this.
No.
In a perfect world, what if they land one of these 3 cats? Cam Ward, Travis, or Abdul Carter?
They could have landed any one of them with the number 1 pick.
I know. But I mean, if you land one of them, then you fired your coach for nothing, basically. Because you end up with the same player that you probably would have drafted. Because they don't need a quarterback, so they wouldn't go and draft Cam Ward, ShedeurSanders. They wouldn't go take a quarterback anyway at the number 1 pick. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they were either going to draft probably Travis, probably Abdul Carter, or offensive lineman, I would think. They're still in position to do that.
Yeah, but the thing is, who said they wanted to keep that pick? They could have used that pick to trade down and have more picks.
That's very true.
So that you just ruined it. Like, yeah, we could, like Gil said, Will Campbell to the Patriots. We know Will is not going number 1, not 2,
no,
and maybe not 3 either. So we could have traded that number 1 pick to somebody, got a lot more picks, and still got the player that we wanted with more picks. So, but now they ruined it. It ain't.
Yeah,
It's all
that's
about.
true.
It's
I
all
give you
about
that.
this, man. You just can't blow nothing like that, man. And I felt like they blew it. But they got. I like Mike Vrabel in that position. So they fired a Patriot to hire another Patriot. So it's all good with me.
Yeah.
Said knowing the Giants, they would draft an offensive lineman.
Mm.
It's possible. Hey,
Man,
you know what?
you never can wrong taking offensive lineman, bro. That is the safe draft pick.
Yeah.
High in the draft.
You know who else we got? Said Vrabel being the coach, I can see the Patriots taking the defensive player. Yeah,
Sure.
like I can see
that too.
Travis
Yeah.
and all that. Now, I think the 5th pick is very, very interesting. 5th and 6th pick, because I keep seeing Genty a lot on there, which I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the Jaguars and the Raiders. I don't know why the Jazz need to draft a running back, and I don't know why the Raiders need to draft a running back. Like, y'all have other major needs. Like, go get some more valuable. Like, you can get a running back.
Do you consider him a top 5 pick? Even if you needed a running back, is he a top 5 running back?
Well, he's a top 5 running back, but top 5 pick? No, because I feel like
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's better guys that you could possibly get in this draft. I think this is one of the deepest drafts in a long time.
I absolutely 100% agree with that.
So you can go get anything out this draft, and that's why I was like, I don't know why they trying to rush and get Genty. Not saying he's not worthy, but it's a lot of stuff you can get up there. See, I'm forgetting about Mason Graham up there.
Mason Graham.
Got that what's his name? Scatterbo. Him.
Yeah, Scatterboo. All those.
Him. You got some cat. I think after the, and I didn't mean to cut you off there,
No, you're good. You're good.
I think that after the quarterback room, because to me, you don't have a deep quarterback room this year.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, you don't have a deep quarterback room, and the wide out room is not that deep either. But other than that, those running backs, you're gonna have some pretty cool running backs. So Gentry, Scatterboo, few others, is gonna be nice. So like I said earlier, it's gonna depend on the needs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always about needs. Or if you had the best available player, I always believe in that too. Like sometimes, like if them needs, get the best player. Like if Abdul Carter's right there, F that need, go get him.
Yeah.
So that be the case?
That's my question for you though. Like, so okay, if this draft goes like we think it's gonna go, we got Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, and then let's say at 4, the Ravens. I mean the Patriots pick Will Campbell. Sitting at 5 is the Bears. Is the best available player at that point Ashton Genty? Or is there somebody you would take over him if you're picking the best available player left? If those 4 players are off the board, is Ashton Genty the best available player at 5?
No.
Who would you take before him? I mean, I agree with you, but I'm
Will
just interested
Johnson.
to see who. Will Johnson. That'd be a great pickup for them, the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Mason Graham.
You could take Mason Graham. You could, man, it's a lot of guys, bro. It's that's why
Would
I
you take
said
McMillan?
You could pick up Jihad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of pieces that can go there. Shout out to Larry. What's going on, Larry? Appreciate you coming in here, brother. And any of y'all up in the house, man, if you're on Twitter /X, come on over to YouTube, the ShedeurSanders Podcast. You see the logo in the top right corner. If you see that, that's the channel. Come on over, like and subscribe to the channel. Give your opinion on the draft. Like anything that we talking about right now is pretty much opinion based. We don't know nothing. We ain't in no draft rooms. We just some guys on YouTube just talking football.
close I got to drafting players is Madden.
Yep. And I'm in
Exactly.
full control. Full control. Said what he said, Gil said, don't be shocked if the Jaguars take Ashton or Graham. That's what I'm saying, Gil.
Where the
I just don't
Jaguars fall like on
understand it.
that pick?
I don't know, man. I don't know why would you do that.
10.
Like, why would you draft a running back when you don't really need a running back? You got Trevor Etienne, you got Tank Bigsby, so you just added another running back to your group when you could just add get more weapons. I don't understand it, man. I really don't understand these guys. They be overthinking it. Like Michael Irvin said, a lot of these scouts, GMs, and all that, they just smart dummies. That's all they are, just smart dummies. So they be overthinking stuff.
I agree with that.
I think
they make a lot of money to do it too.
Yeah, and they get a lot of money to do that. I was like, bro, like I would never let this go. I'm sorry, but the Mitch Trubisky stuff was like the dumbest stuff in the world, bro. I don't know why would you draft Mitch Trubisky. They were just hyping that up the whole time throughout the draft, bro. I'm like, bro, nobody wants to watch no. The Bears had the opportunity to get Deshaun Watson or Patrick Mahomes, and you ruined it and got Mitch Trubisky. And I literally said they are on the clock. They're gonna get fired in the next 3 to 4 years. And what happened? They got fired in 3 to 4 years. So a draft can put you to the stratosphere or it can show you the door. Shout out to OT, what's going on, brother? And shout out to them brothers at Cruise Season doing their thing, man. Got to watch that new episode of the Battle of the Sexes, man. Y'all brothers keep doing your thing over there, dog. And ladies and gentlemen, he's a Cowboys fan, so boo him. Boo him. Tomatoes, all this good stuff. Tomatoes.
Cowboys. I hope they draft Genty.
You know what? That's where he want to be drafted. That's his home.
Yeah, that would. I mean, it would fit. That would be like the most. It's a Cowboy thing to do. It would make sense. Nobody would look at that and be like, "Oh, they shouldn't have did that." It's like, oh, that's on par. It's on brand.
Cause I know that's my team. I'm gonna stick beside him. Hey man, I'm a Commanders fan. So trust me. I am loyal. So when we got our quarterback, trust me, man, I don't want her to cry. That's what I said, man. When you get a quarterback, man, you strut a little bit. You strut a little bit. You feel good about yourself. That's why I said my 33 going on 34 years of living. I don't think I ever been so excited for my team since we had Sean Taylor. That was probably the only time I was that excited. RG3 was probably like a close third until the injuries and all that, but nothing like this. Because I already know this kid is electric. Shout out to Jaden Daniels, my quarterback, future Super Bowl MVP. But Dwight put this up for real. He said everyone forgetting about Dart and Gabriel. I just don't see Gabriel in I don't see him getting drafted in the first 2 days. I don't know, man. But he definitely not getting drafted in the first round. I can promise you that.
Yeah. I mean,
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question right quick. Who would you rather have? Who would you take in the first round? I'm gonna stir the pot. Gabriel, Dart, Milroe.
Gabriel, Dart, Milroe. Oh, I would take. I'll probably take Dart.
Me too.
I'll take Dart, then Jalen, then Gabriel. Because I know I can get. As of right now, Dart is a better thrower of the football right now. Jalen is the better athlete.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Jackson Dart's got the most arm talent out of those three. It's interesting when we went to the Senior Bowl. Jalen Milroe had the highest spin rate out of any quarterback. And that's not surprising because he could throw the ball a mile down the field. So like you really got to spin it to get the ball down the field. And Dylan Gabriel threw the ball the hardest. out of any quarterback that was there, which was very interesting because he was one of the smaller quarterbacks. I don't know.
Which I don't understand that at the same time. Oh, he threw the hardest pause. But like, what does that even mean? Like he just threw the
I mean, it
hardest.
just miles per hour on the ball. He threw the ball faster. It's,
Okay.
you know,
I'm like,
and it takes a lot to do that. It's not just arm strength. It's it's got to throw a tight spiral. Like it takes a lot to reach those numbers. But that what do NFL quarterback? What does the NFL value right now? And I think the NFL values arm talent. They want to know that you can make all the throws, right?
yeah.
They don't necessarily want to know that, hey, you can throw the ball deep or you can throw the ball hard. No, we wanted you to be able to layer the ball. If we want to throw it deep, we want you to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Throw the short pass. We want to be able to do everything. And Jackson Dart's probably the best at that out of those three that you named.
Facts. Because I know when we seen him at the Senior Bowl, bro, like it was
That
like
wasn't close.
it wasn't even close. Like if you never watched football, you would have thought he was gonna be the first overall pick. And that's why I was like, man, it's no way he's not. I felt like the Senior Bowl was like a complete lock. He's going in the first round. The Steelers are going to be a very, very interesting pick when
That's very true.
when it get down to them. If Dart is up there, Shedeur is up there, which I highly doubt Shedeur is going to be up there. I'm just throwing him in there. Jalen being up there. Shout out to Coach Sean saying that he's been up there the most. What do the Steelers do? Do they pull the trigger on one of those three? I believe they go after their quarterback.
I believe so too.
I'm asking Steelers fan.
I'm still that's me.
What
You
think?
said it's going to depend on which one. Because like, let's just be honest. When they got Pickett a couple of years ago, I've heard the same tune. Pickett was going to be the guy. Pickett was going to be the guy. Pickett struggled from day one. He struggled up until the time he left. He struggled. So will Dart, I'm not trying to throw no shade to anybody, will Dart be the answer or will it be Shedeur? In my opinion, for that, it's going to be Shedeur. Because I think if you get Dart, even though Dart has that 70% completion rate and everything, I think Shedeur brings another element to the table that would be able to get the ball to Metcalf and what's his name out of Washington, Pickens. I mean, out of Georgia, Pickens. I believe that's where it's going to be. But I'm going to say this: Pittsburgh and Alabama are both suffering from the same thing. O-line problems. It won't matter who's back there. If Pittsburgh O-line is not right, they're going to have issues.
Yeah, I believe they've been working on the O-line the last few years. So they're getting better and better each year because you see them drafting guys in the first round at that position. So I think they're really working on that. So just to put a guy back there, I think those guys that have been on the line for the last couple of years, they're going to be better this year. So I don't think it's going to be worse.
We're going to see.
What you think, Ted?
We're going to see.
Man, out of those, I guess if they sitting, I think if they have a chance to get Shedeur, I would probably go with Shedeur. But honestly, and no disrespect to Kenny Pickett, but as B. Shaw would like to say all the time, any quarterback that wears two gloves, he don't want them. So I agree with that. Honestly, I think Miro would be a great fit for them at 21. If they have a plan to let him develop. You can't draft Miro and expect him to come in today and change your franchise around. If they have a chance for him to develop, I think he'd be a great fit for what the Steelers have traditionally liked to do on offense. I think he would be a great fit. But it's kind of hard to say, man. I don't know what they value right now.
Yeah. And you
it's
know what
tough.
it
Like this is a team that drafted Kenny Pickett, so it's like I don't know.
exactly, exactly. And Ted, you know what? And another way I'm looking at it too, and now we let Najee go. You know,
Yeah.
but we still have I forgot his name, the other running back who comes in. To me, he was a harder runner than Najee. So I think we'll be all right there, but make sure we have a good backup. But like you said, Pickett, that I think that was you know, oh wow, we haven't been right in that area since Big Ben left. So
Yeah.
uh, it's time to bring somebody in who's going to be able to distribute the ball, be able to do it with some consistency. So Milrow might be the fit as far as the athleticism go, but as far as that throwing the ball, I have to give that to Shedeur or
Yeah.
Jackson Dart, one of those two.
I
I say,
think Big Ben was a big part of why y'all had these problems now,
yeah.
playing longer than he should. And I think
Well, that's true. That's
Antonio
true.
Brown helped him in the league a lot longer than he should have been.
Well, uh, Ben stayed, just in my opinion, Ben stayed 3, 4 years too long.
Yeah.
And then it would have given Pittsburgh a chance to really get somebody better to come in or to take them where they needed to go. But man, Pittsburgh needs an O line as well as a quarterback. You got to, and the reason I'm harping on that is because that O line is not balanced like it needs to be. It's not like
Mhm.
the Steelers that I grew up with, and so it's got to be balanced. So to be able to protect the quarterback, open lanes for the runners, running backs to run through. So that's all I'm saying about the O line. That's why I'm harping on it because it wouldn't matter who's quarterback if that O line is not balanced. It's not gonna do him much good.
Mhm.
Said you at least know, Roddy, what's going on with your brother? Said you at least know he will be good under center. I don't know who you're referring to. You talking about Jackson Dart or
Under
Shador?
pressure. Hey, you probably talking about Shador, considering how he got sacked a lot. He's
Oh
saying
yeah,
that he's saying that at least you know he'll be good under pressure.
yeah. That's one thing that. Oh, okay. He said Shador.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, man. You're definitely gonna be good under pressure. So I just want to see him have a line. If he actually has a line, man, he's definitely
Mm-hmm.
gonna be like that.
So
He's gonna be that guy.
I want y'all to look this up. This is interesting. It has a little bit to do with this, not much to do with the draft. But Greg Cosell had, if you don't know who that is, that's a nephew of Howie Cosell. Uh, he had an interesting article where he compared these quarterbacks and what he came to the conclusion of. A lot of people are not gonna like this, but it says that quarterbacks who are sacked a lot in college are sacked a lot in the NFL. His point was we do a lot of blaming the offensive line in college when quarterbacks are sacked, but those same quarterbacks get to the NFL and they're sacked a lot. So it has to do a lot with them holding onto the ball and things that the quarterback themselves actually can prevent themselves from getting sacked. It's an interesting read. I don't know if it's an exact science, but the numbers that he brings up and the names that he brings up, it correlates. It makes perfect sense. It just so happens Shador is on that list um, of quarterbacks that's been sacked a lot. So that's the next phase of his I guess assessment is to see if he's going to be sacked a lot in the NFL.
Hey
Um,
man, I ain't gonna lie. That's a very, very interesting take. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah, I,
Mhm.
I was surprised when I saw it, man. It's a great Cosell article if anybody want to read it. It's his quarterbacks that get sacked a lot in college get sacked a lot in the NFL, and then when he started bringing up some of the names, you're like, yeah, you're right.
I'm about to pull this up. I meant to pull it up earlier, talking about this mock draft, but this is Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft, final mock draft for the NFL draft.
This first one.
I'm, so I'm looking at it in real time, the same way as y'all. I ain't gonna lie, us at 29, Jade Barron. If we get Jade Barron at 29, I'd be ecstatic. Jahad Campbell going to the Philadelphia Eagles is almost crazy. That's almost
Really?
like cheating. Like, come on, bro. You just keep letting the rich get richer. They got Shedeur going to the Steelers at 21. I like Travion Henderson at 22 to the chart. Well, they got Najee, but I think they just talking about on the cheap, just so they ain't got to pay a running back. Tyler Book at 25 at the 25th pick. So yeah, man, it's some picks out here. I'm not gonna hog all the picks. Any draft picks stand out to you guys? Just
From
what you
this
got?
list,
Mm-hmm.
the Jackson Dart at 18 is by the Giants. I think that if they can land Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart in the first round, that is a very successful draft in New York. Even though people consider Jackson Dart a reach by all the metrics, I don't know. I saw the kid throw standing next to a lot of other successful quarterbacks. It's one thing to see them on Sunday, but when you see them in drills standing next to their counterparts and you say this one thing is not like the other, I'm telling you that this kid can throw the football. So, like, if you can get that, if they can land that, they solve a quarterback problem of the future, and they get an elite pass rusher, I think that draft would be great. I don't like the 49ers pick because I feel like if it's not Will Campbell, then we go with best available, maybe.
Right. My fault, Tez. I was just saying, Rod, man, I'm looking at the same one. That Matt Millen pick to Dallas is
that's what I'm
that one. I like it. I like it a lot.
So that's what I'm saying. This is like I see that McMillan pick. That's exactly what I was about to say. I see that McMillan pick at 12. But if we can't get a Will Campbell at 11 somehow, I think we go with another receiver because we don't know what Ayuk is doing. So like I would take McMillan right there at 11 if I was the 49ers.
Well, this is
go ahead. I'm looking at one too. Trey Amos to the Buffalo Bills at number 30. That's
that's
okay.
That's good because you can learn under Tre'Davious White. He just signed back there on a 1-year deal. So yeah, that's he said he was smoking when he made this mock draft. What you don't believe in it, Dwight? You gotta tell me what you don't believe in, man. I gotta know. Like Daniel Jeremiah be on it, man. I ain't gonna lie. He one of the best in the building, in the business. So it don't surprise me at all when he has these spots on here. I just don't see Jahad Campbell falling to 32.
That's my point too.
You
That
know
dude
what,
too good, man.
You know what Jahad Campbell's problem in this draft is?
What is that?
It's so many linebackers. If you need a linebacker and you are sitting at the first and you got a first round pick and you have a second round pick, you can feel that need with a quality linebacker in the second round. That's the only problem. If this draft wasn't chock full of quality linebackers, he'd be a top 10 pick projected.
I just don't see him going right now at that position. I just don't see it. I just don't see that happening at all. Not at 32, dog.
Is he the only linebacker that he has listed in the first round? I think so.
Well, you got the edges. You got Abdul. You have Mike Williams. Guy at 17. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I think he out of Boston College. Yeah, edge. They don't have. I forgot the guy name. Out of
Georgia.
No.
Jalen Carter.
No. Marshall. Mike Green.
Oh, Michael Green.
I'm surprised they can have him falling out the first round. I don't see that happening. Got Shamar Stewart up here to the Colts. I don't know, man. This is going to be.
It's so much talent, bro. Let me ask you this. Out of all these names over here, who do you think first round pick? Because all the players we name and you saying that like, hey, they have to be in the first round. That means we got to take somebody off this list.
You saying off this? You said who's not on here? That
yeah, because I think like you said, Green is a first round pick. I think an edge rusher like that you're gonna take. So that means somebody's got to fall off this list. Who on here is not a first round pick to you?
Who is not a first round pick? Okay, I got your question now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's a tough draft, bro. It's one of them drafts.
I really don't know. I do. One pick that I absolutely love that I'm looking at right now is Tyler Warren at 10. You giving Caleb Williams another weapon. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Hold on, Larry. You said, hold on. When you say definitely not Campbell, what you saying? He's not a first round pick. If that's what you're saying, he's not a first round pick. I hope that's not what you're saying, because he is definitely a first round pick. But I don't think that's what you're saying. So I'm not going to assume. But you got to tell me, brother.
And Travion Henderson going to the Chargers.
Yeah, you pair him up with Najee, and I think that's really, really good. That gives
I can see that.
I feel like they're gonna actually run the ball with Najee at the Chargers, because I just don't know, man. I just don't like how they've been running things with him in Pittsburgh. I know his running style is different, but they'll just run him a couple of times and then take him off the field for Warren. I just never liked that, how they was playing him up there in Pittsburgh. Oh, he said falling out the first round. Yeah. That's what I said. I don't feel like you were saying that, brother. No.
So they have one thing I do agree with this draft is 29 and 30. I think that when whoever picks Jahdae Barrett, because he'll be the first corner off the board, I think the next pick or the pick after that is going to be Trey Amos.
Hold on. You said Jahdae Barrett is going to be the first pick off the board?
The first corner. My bad. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
First corner off the board.
Wait a minute.
They got him going to the Commanders, actually, at 29.
Where the hell is Will Johnson?
I ain't see him on there, bro.
Okay, Dwight, maybe he was smoking when he made this.
Yeah.
Falling all the way out the first round
is
crazy. It must have been some news that just happened or something. That is
I think it's just him not playing. They say
that's why I said, and Tez, that's why I was looking at this, because some of these guys I was saying, like, who are they? You know, like, but who are they? That's why I don't have much to say. Because let's see, Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State, but you're going to the Cardinals, right? Well, you got Marvin Harrison Jr. out there, and I mean, why? But like I said, this is a mock draft, so a lot of different things could come up. Because like what Daniel has here, I mean, I see, but will it really go down like that? Probably not.
Yeah,
probably not.
I think this is crazy, bro. I really want to hear Daniel Jeremiah's reason of why Will Johnson, who was projected when the whole season was over as a top 5 pick, then they had him in the middle of the draft at worst. Now he just completely falls out the first round. I can promise you, he is not falling out the first round. And I will bet everything on that. If he falls to us at 29, best believe I'm breaking my phone to tweet to my team, even though they still ain't gonna do it. Draft him. Draft him. Because we had the I still can't get over
So,
got out of Mississippi State. I forgot his name just that quick. We drafted him over Gonzalez in New England. We had that pick before New England picked him up, and he was one of the top corners in the draft. And he's not even on our team no more. And Gonzalez is one of the top corners in the NFL. So this shows you do the right thing in the draft, man. Because I don't.
I think Will Jones is a top 15 pick minimum.
Yeah.
This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Like I can't even believe it.
So Jalen Walker, they got him listed at edge, but I think he's just like a all around linebacker, though, right?
He's more of
he's just a pass rusher.
He's more of an edge. I think he's more of an edge, but I feel like he possibly can play all that. But I know Jihad definitely can because Jihad came in as a
Jihad, yeah, he's versatile.
So it all depends on
what about Shamar Stewart, man? He's an edge rusher that's listed in the first round. I'm just telling you, like, when you start looking in the second round, when you start seeing Jack Sawyers and Hugh Robinsons, and like they are edge rushers in this second, third round that are going to be very, very impactful for the teams that they're going to be on. And it's one of those drafts, man. The stars are going to come in the later rounds. I can promise you that.
Yeah. That's what I said, man. This is gonna be like one of the better drafts we've seen in a minute. I'll be surprised if it don't. When it's all said and done, this ain't one of those ones. Shout out to our main guy, John, over there at the Bama Standard. Appreciate your brother.
What's up, my guy?
Showing love. More than like we're gonna be over there at his show this Friday discussing the draft or whatnot. So pretty much we're gonna be talking about these first round picks. So stay tuned to that. Shout out to the brother. Dwight said Star said 20. I think Malachi. I think he was something. Yeah, Malachi is better than him.
Malachi Moore, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I love Malachi, but Stars is different. Dwight, I'm telling you, bro. He had that bad game against Alabama. Malachi Moore started at Georgia for a reason as a freshman. I know Malachi. I said Malachi. I don't even. They both named Malachi. That's what throwing me off.
They both did throw you off.
That was throwing me off. Starks started at Georgia for a reason. So Malachi lost his spot to Brian Branch for a reason. But Malachi is definitely that dude. Don't get it twisted. He is definitely that dude.
Which one?
Malachi Moore. Sorry. Jesus Christ, man. That tongue twister. I'm sorry.
But that's the point about this draft. So what is Malachi Moore projected? 4th round? Something like that? 3rd, 4th round?
Yeah, I meant to put up this guy's list. I'm gonna put it up here in a second, like all the draft grades that he has. So we'll definitely look at that in a second.
So the difference between Malachi Starks and Malachi Moore is way thinner than 1st to 4th round.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I'm saying. Do I think Malachi Starks is a better safety? I do, for the reasons that you listed. Started as a true freshman. We seen the plays that he made. But Malachi Moore is not that far behind him where you're saying that he's a 4th round pick.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's just that this draft is so stocked full of talent in those mid rounds that a player like that gets pushed. And then kind of how the season went for him at the end of the season. So, man, I'm just telling you, like, if somebody's going to pick this kid in the 4th round, Malachi Moore in the 4th round, and feel like they got a 1st round draft pick.
Look at this. This is ridiculous. They ranked him like the 14th safety. That is crazy. Get out of here. Whoever made that.
They were smoking weed.
Now they were definitely doing that day.
They were smoking.
He said,
I
Larry
want
says,
to see some of the names ahead of
he
him.
says, Malachi starts from UGA is not a first round pick. Turn on the tape and you tell me he ain't no first round pick.
Yeah. He got instincts.
But you know what, B Sharp? I think where was being thought of right here is that when you look at Malachi's 1 year here, you know, that year there, compared to the others, he was not that good. But I think that was a team thing because Georgia wasn't as dominant as they were. So because they were not dominant as a whole, it kind of made Malachi's stock come down. But then by that same token, with Malachi Moore, Alabama wasn't dominant either. And then Malachi Moore fooled around and got hurt. And so he, you know, so there's a lot of moving parts right there as into why one did, why one didn't. Whereas when you look at it from from in its total standpoint, neither team was dominant this year, and I think that's what causes sometimes the stock to come down as a team.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
They're both really smart players, though. Like,
yeah, don't think that he's not that good. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, do not be fooled. Okay, I promise you. Larry, what's your team? I forgot your team just that quick. Put your team up there because whoever your team is, see, Charles don't think he's that good. Okay, that's cool.
I don't know. Like, I just think he's, bro. I'm just be honest. Like, I think he's smart. The difference between him and Malachi Moore is Malachi Moore isn't a big tackler. Can tackle, but he's not a big tackle. Malachi Starks will come up and hit you. Malachi Starks also lines up in the slot as the slot corner, as a nickel corner almost sometimes. Like,
no, that's where he gets exposed.
It's where he gets exposed, but he does it. You see what I'm saying?
That's where Malachi started. Malachi, I believe Malachi is a better slot corner than him.
Yeah, but he didn't get the opportunity to do it as much.
Who?
Malachi Moore.
That's what he started it. He did that as
started as a freshman, but I'm talking about majority of his career he lined up at safety. Once they got a slot corner, they stopped rotating him down in there. Once they got who started the slot for y'all? Who's majority of slot for y'all?
Brian Branch.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They were auditioning players to keep him from having to do that. Yeah, with Malachi Starks, they just stuck this guy in the slot, and he got exposed. That's true, but he's got the tape. I don't know, man. You split hairs with him too, to be honest with you.
I don't know where y'all getting this tape for this for Malachi, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Malachi Starks.
Mm-hmm.
If Malachi Starks played for the Ravens right now, and y'all have Cal Hamilton, which I called and said he was gonna be a star. Hey man, if y'all look at some of my old tweets on certain players before they even got there, y'all need to say I need to be a scout. I'm gonna toot my own horn. I don't like to do it all the time, but I'm gonna toot my own horn on a lot of these players. But if you put Malachi back there with Kyle Hamilton, I guarantee you it'll be no fly zone. I guarantee you it'll be no fly zone. Why you think we kept saying we was praying that Caleb Downs don't go over there to Georgia? It's a reason why that would have been unfair. I guarantee you we played Georgia with Caleb Downs and Malachi Moore back there. Not Malachi Moore, Malachi Starks. It would have been a way tougher game, and we probably would have lost more than likely.
One thing I can tell you is if Malachi Starks is sitting there at that 29th pick that the Commanders got, oh, he going to Washington with Dan Quinn. Oh, they're gonna pick. He's gonna get it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. He said Ryan hit him up for one. Ryan didn't. That's this. Let's take off the fan hat for a second. Malachi was not lined up against Ryan Williams. It was probably one play that you seen him like that. Malachi was playing against Humphrey, who was an actual corner. Like, come on now, we got to take off the fan hats sometime.
I mean, it's just one game, man. Everybody,
and that's just one game. I'm telling you.
And to quote Marshawn Lynch, yeah, I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get mine more than I get got.
Yeah,
like you gonna have a game where it's not gonna go your way.
That's what I said. I love this, Larry, man. I love this, man. That's what I want, man. We all ain't gonna agree on everything. Trust me, we not.
But you know what, B Sharp? But I'm going to kind of side with Larry because Notre Dame lit him up now.
Mm-hmm.
Notre Dame got.
I don't know about
Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart got out on it. Go back and look.
I gotta look at those games again. So I'm gonna hold y'all to them games.
The games that they lost, the games that Georgia lost.
Yeah,
I know with Bama and with Ole Miss, I know that. And then here's another one. They won the game, but DJ Lagway and them was lighting them up too. So it goes back to like what I said. Georgia as a dominant defense, it hurt as an individual player. Malachi was good. Malachi Starks was good, but when you put it all together, this was not one of his dominant years. It wasn't dominant.
Well, he can't play all the positions in the secondary. I'm about to say,
and I'm not saying that. He just did not dominate his area like he normally does. He didn't do it this year.
Now that I'll give you. You. I seen better years out of him.
His junior year, oh, my goodness, it's even his freshman year, that dude was cold blooded. He just never could beat. I hate to say it.
Well, this year was his junior, but
couldn't beat Jalen Milroe. He couldn't beat Alabama.
So I'm looking at the NFL.com website just to pull up, and I want to touch on his weaknesses as a player because we all know what he does well, right? We've seen the highlights. His weaknesses that they have listed here: average peripheral vision and block shed as a down safety. He's slow, catches contact when tackling run blocks, inconsistent to stack blocks or run or spill the run from the box. Suspect pursuit angles, surrender long touchdowns. Too many eye violations in coverage this year, and loses connection at break point when playing man. I think that's kind of accurate to kind of what he is as a player.
I'll put it like this.
But he's a high IQ player, right? Like he is. When he guesses, he usually guesses right.
Yeah. I'll put it like this. I would definitely put it like this. Do not trust that writing. Turn on the film.
Yeah.
That's all I would say. They said a lot of things about a lot of players. And some of them I'm still wondering. They said a lot of things about I want you to look at the write-up before they drafted Mitch Trubisky. I would never forget it. That's why I say I would never let it go. I would never let it go because whoever just had the ideal of just putting this man where he need to be above those two guys need to be fired and never talk football again. I seen Deshaun Watson light up Alabama 2 straight years. One in a win and one in a loss. Well, one of them was a loss and last one was a win. So, but let me ask y'all.
He's 6'1", 200 pounds too, so that helps him.
Yeah, so we've been giving out a lot of predictions, but who y'all think your biggest booms or your bust prospects in this draft? Give me one of each that you just think like, yeah, same thing. Go with y'all in the comment section. I gotta know who y'all think is gonna be like, oh man, Can't miss. He's gonna be that guy. And if you think a bust prospect, like, I don't know why they even talking about this guy. It could be Malachi Starks. So who you guys thinking out there?
Mm.
Any one of y'all can go.
This is boom or bust. What we doing?
You going
or one of each is what?
one of each.
Okay. So I guess my boom, it'd be tough to Kobe Bryant from Kansas, straight out of Alabama. I think that this kid is first round measurables. I think he's the first round talent. I think anybody who gets him at corner is going to be getting a corner that they can put on the field and just leave him alone. I think he's just that good. We saw him go head to head with Travis, Biletnikoff winner, and hold his own. So I'm really high on Kobe Bryant as a boom player. As a bust, I kind of mentioned him beforehand. I guess I'm just gonna say because I think that there are a lot of edge rushers in this draft. You may be able to get one that performs a little better than him, and that's Shamar Stewart. Just going through the SEC this year, he did not jump off the page to me as the best pass rusher in the SEC. I think there are better pass rushers in the SEC and in this draft. So yeah, those are my two, boom and bust.
Yeah, because the measurables and all that with him, man, he like everything measured up.
Yeah, he's a combine. Yeah.
Like all the measurables, speed and all that. It's just like what happened on the field. That's just the only thing. So he could be a late bloomer. So we don't know. Them be the best ones. So I'd rather be
right.
I'd rather be late than never. What you got? Well, if you're still thinking, Larry.
I'm still thinking.
Okay, that's cool. Because Larry put on here his boom, Travis Hunter, his buzz, Walter Nolan.
Ooh. A lot of people have him as a bust too. That's interesting.
Ooh. Hey man. Ooh. Okay. I'm just gonna say okay. I don't know, man. That's a good one though. That's the one to get the people talking. Hey man, what y'all think? Y'all put y'all's in the comment section. Don't be shy. Come on. I ask you put Walter Nolan on that Eagles defense, I guarantee you he won't be no bust.
I will say this, Larry. When we went to the Senior Bowl, I don't know if Brinsky remember this moment, but we were both saying, like, man, he listed kind of small. He looked kind of small, like from afar. Yeah. That man walked by us. Listen, Walter Nolan is put together, bro. Like, he is not small at all. That is a very large human being.
Yeah. He definitely a big dude for real, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Definitely a big dude. I know Landon Jackson is another big one. Like he's a nice prospect out of Arkansas. I was like, bro, this dude is huge. He had an awesome combine too. He helped his draft stock a lot. I don't know if he'll make it in the first round, but he definitely gonna be a day two guy. I promise you that. Not Larry. I'm gonna come back to that one, Larry. My boy Dwight said Jihad as a boom and Cam Ward as the bus. Ooh, okay.
That's not bad.
Okay, I'm not mad at it because it's just about Tennessee, man. I just feel like they just got to put something around them, just something around them. I just don't know what they're gonna do put around them. That's why I agree with this.
I agree with that too.
Wow, he said big and lazy. Wow.
Oh, we're talking about Nolan.
I don't know, man. I can't say what a guy is. I can't say what a guy because he had an All-American year this year at Ole Miss. He was a big part of why they had a great season. Definitely had a good game against Georgia. So
yeah,
that's what I said, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. While Piano Man still thinking his, I would say boom prospect. I'm not gonna pick an Alabama player. I'm gonna say Abdul Carter,
Mhm.
especially if he goes to Cleveland. Especially if he goes to Cleveland. And what's prospect? I gotta look at somebody.
Yeah, Nolan is running back. Oh, my bad. I'm reading the comments.
I'm about to say, man, don't say nothing for me. um, I don't know. I will say, just looking at this, I will say, I say Shamar Stewart, man. That's just, and I'm afraid to say that because I want to see him ball,
I
but I
do
got to
too.
see it on the field. Like I gotta see it on the field, bro. I just got to see it on the field. I know guys can work out good. I know guys can look good at these combines. Like Tom Brady had considerably the worst combine ever for a quarterback, maybe combine ever, and he's the
Yeah.
greatest ever.
Yeah.
So let that sink in.
Man, I like to use the what's his name? Play for the Ravens, pass rusher, Terrell Suggs. During the draft process, when he came out, he ran like was it close to a 5? If he didn't run a 5, and he was getting scrutinized. They asked him about that. He was like, "Well, I never ran 40 yards to the quarterback." We see how that turned out for him.
Mr. Ball So Hard University,
Like, we
Hall
see
of
how that
Famer.
turned out. So you can't
Hey,
get
Hall
too
of
caught
Famer.
up in these numbers, man, and measurables and stuff. You can't get too caught up
That's
in that.
gangster. That's gangster. I like that.
I never ran 240 yards to a quarterback. I mean, you think about it, it's like, he's right.
And I believe he has the all-time record for sacks in a single season. I think he broke. Was it season? Yeah, it had to be season. Yeah, it was season. Because I know rest in peace, Derek Thomas, he got the all-time record. Roll Tide, by the way. Just get that out there. And that's why I said, Cam Ward is usually the player the quarterback starts. The play the quarterback start at that set them up for failure. And that set them up for failure. I get what you're saying. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, he put place. My fault. Appreciate it. But yeah, man, it's just where they draft. Sometimes, bro, it's just where you go. Because I always said this, and
That's my part.
and it before I let Piano Man go, I said this last year because I remember guys were on Bryson like, oh, he's a bust and all that. And I literally told my friend this the night. This is why I need to be a scout. He was pissed off that they drafted CJ Stroud. I like, bro, y'all have great ownership. I was like, only reason I had a bad year last year because you didn't have a quarterback. You got a good defense, you got a good offensive line, you have weapons. Now you have a great coach. A coach. Now you got a quarterback, and then on top of that, you trade back up to the number 4 pick and get Will Anderson. Man, you guys are straight, boy. Like you are good. And then you see CJ Stroud go out there and ball out. And yeah, he didn't do as much this season, but I guarantee you, if you switch roles with him and Bryce, you'll be looking at CJ as like, bro, we got to get CJ up out of Carolina because it's not working out. Because they thought Bryce was the problem. Then they see, like, oh, dog, Andy Dalton can't even throw the ball. He say, "Hi." The defensive lineman already in his face. What can you do, bro? Receivers dropping the ball. If you just go back and look at that season, man, it's just god awful. I'm praying Bryce get up out of there. I'm hoping for a draft day trade. If this was Madden, he would have been up out of there.
Hey, Bryce Young was on that list. of players who got sacked a lot in college and then got sacked a lot in the NFL.
Yeah, I meant to say that when you said that, but that ain't
But the
even
circumstances are kind of different. But I'm just saying, like, it's wow. You got to read that article. Once you read the article, then you'll see what I'm talking about.
Every situation is not built the same. That's why I said that his is more anecdotal because we didn't have a good line at Alabama when he played. Like he probably played. We should have lost more games, but Bryce won us a lot of those games for real.
I think Lamar Jackson's on that list, but then like majority of the list is running quarterbacks. I can tell you that much.
Well, no surprise.
That which makes sense, right? So yeah.
Because they are the type that really hold the ball too long. True. Because they try to make things happen, and if they can't make it happen, they
take sacks,
or they just try to run with their legs. So it's just stuff like that. Piano Man got up out of here. I think probably lost connection. He'll try to get back in here, so we'll see. So that's my boom, and that's our booming bus prospects. Best fit. Where's your best fit for a player and team need? What do your team need or any team need? So everybody just basically put their team need in the comment section. Where do you think where they need to be at? I think for us, well, I'm gonna let you go first, Tez, for best fit. What
best
do you think?
fit.
It don't even have to be your team. It can be like where you think any player will, any spot for them is the best fit.
Hands down to me is Abdul Carter with the Browns.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you put him on the field with Myles Garrett and Abdul Carter is a player that you can move around, play multiple positions on that defensive front. It just seems like if it were my team, I would draft him. There's no knock to Travis. Travis is generational talent, but man, I would want to see what that looks like with two elite pass rushers like that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's why I said that was my pick too. I had Abdul Carter going to the Cleveland Browns, and because you line him up with Myles Garrett, man, it's just almost unfair at that position. Oh, he got back in here. He got back in here. So yeah, we moved on to best fits and team needs, but we're gonna go back for biggest boom and bust for you, Piano Man. But we said Abdul Carter for best fit. We both agree on that. Just best fit, best place for somebody. You agree with that?
I agree.
Yeah. So and definitely before you go, Miss Janet, how you doing? Good to see you.
How you doing, Miss Janet?
Coach Carl up in the building, showing love to Miss Janet. He wasn't doing the hearts towards us, ladies and gentlemen. He wasn't doing they're doing towards Miss Janet. Larry said one for his team is O-line. I agree. But what's your biggest boom prospect and biggest bust prospect?
I'm gonna go backwards. My bust prospect will be Cam Ward. My boom prospect, I'm gonna step out and I'm just gonna say ShedeurSanders.
Okay.
I hope, man. I just really hope he just go to the spot they want to, because I know he really want to be with the Raiders. Because like every time the Raiders lost, he's like, getting closer, getting closer. And when they start to win, it's like, okay, they start to knock him out of position. That's why I said, man, all it takes is one pick to just go wrong. Just one pick to go wrong. And then the draft really starts. I don't like when the draft, like, okay, we know Abdul Carter. not Abdul Carter, Cam Ward go 1, and we just say Abdul Carter go 2. I want them to just mess it up and just say Mason Graham to the Giants. I'll be like, okay, here we go. Let's go. Let the draft begin. Where are we doing now?
You need a little controversy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
be the
what
best draft.
a little
And this is
controversy.
the draft to do it, man. I'm telling you, like it's a lot of
Oh,
these players where you can't go wrong with some of them.
and like I said, man, I can't wait to see what happens, man. I really can't wait till tomorrow night. And the one thing, no knock to anybody that
At
does it.
4.
Say it again.
I said at 4. This draft starts at 4 with the Patriots.
Yeah. I
They
was
can put
saying
a
this.
monkey wrench into everything.
I was saying this the other day, man. I was like, I don't know how some people go live on like big events like that unless you're there. Because I was like, I don't want to listen to you and do this. Now, some folks be entertaining when they do it. The best people, I think one of the best people that do it is KB. KB is one of the best when it comes to live streams, and it's like a big event. I ain't gonna lie. KB is probably one of the most entertaining people. It doesn't matter if he's an Alabama fan, Auburn fan, or whoever fan. KB is one of the most entertaining people on YouTube. So shout out to KB. I know he got a show going on right now. So shout out to that brother. But yeah, so what's your best fit out there, Piano Man? Like for like any player, it can be for your team or anybody, it don't matter. And
I'm
Coach,
gonna stick with my team, and I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna have to go with still go with Shador at at I would love to see Milrow there, but I believe Shador would be the better fit because he's the better passer.
yeah,
Now the better athlete now, nobody really said anything, but out of all the quarterbacks, Jalen Milrow is the most athletic out of all of them.
easily.
They're
Yeah.
not even in the same league with them athletically speaking. But when it comes down to him just being a pure pocket presence quarterback, that's not his thing. And as much as he wants to be, that's going to have to be coached. The other part of it is going to have to be coached in him. That part is going to be coached in him. So I'm going to have to go with Shador. If Shador is available at 21, then fine and cool. But if he's not, then I'll text you and let you know my mind has changed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Best fit for me, man. I'll say Will Johnson to my Commanders. That'd be the perfect fit.
He won't make
perfect fit.
it.
Yeah,
He
won't
won't
make
make
it.
it.
Won't make it. Jahai Campbell, the way they keep putting them back like that. Okay, push them back to my team too. This is one of those years, man. Like Ted said, guys are going to fall, and we won't understand. But you can just get you a gym right now.
Yeah.
He's just one of those guys I don't expect to fall out the first round. I'm really willing to bet my bottom dollar he is not going to
I mean, he probably
fall
won't.
out the first round.
But realistically, Jahad Campbell should be a top 10 draft pick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
man.
it's just that the teams are looking like, man, I can get Stutz in the 3rd round. You know what I mean? Like, is he Jahad Campbell? No. But is he a serviceable linebacker? Absolutely. And I can pay him less money. Is one of those drafts, man. Oh, it's like all the good players in college football. Looking at this draft, I'm gonna ain't gonna lie to you. Looking at the names in this draft from top to bottom, have me excited about the college football season because a lot of the playmakers, a lot of the household names that we come to love, they gone. They gonna be playing on Sundays. It's gonna be a new regime of people for a lot of teams. So
But that
it
but
should
that's like
be.
But that's like the best thing, dog, because we always have a lot of guys that we like in the draft
Yeah.
and like go to the draft. And there's always guys, trust me, it's a lot more guys that we're gonna be talking about next year. Like
Right.
because like it's a lot of guys in college football that are going to stand out. That's the beauty of college football, man, because those guys are not there long. For real, for real. We think about it 3 to 4 years, and then it's a fresh crop of guys. So
Mhm.
we're gonna see how it go, especially we definitely get to see how ours go. Now you talk about that's gonna be talked about a lot next year.
Yeah.
That's gonna be one of the top, and don't let it be like a team with a terrible organization. I can promise you, you might well go ahead and take yourself out the running with Arch Manning. You better put the best people around because the Mannings ain't gonna allow that.
No.
Not gonna allow it at all. Peyton fell in a great situation because of the people that he had around him with Bill Polian and I forgot the owner name just that quick. All them first class. So we'll see. But team needs. I think that'll be the last one we'll tackle. Going, what do you want your team to draft the most? Who do you want your team to draft the most? Like what a team need that they need to address in this draft.
No. I thought my team, I mean, I made it publicly known that Will Campbell uh is the one player that I would love to see us get just because we need an elite offensive tackle. I don't know how long Trent Williams is gonna be able to do it. Uh we need to have a succession plan for him. If we cannot do that, then I think we take best available because our roster got too expensive. A lot of people left, specifically on the defensive side of the ball. So like we need bodies more than anything. And I think this is the draft. This is a perfect draft for us because there's a lot of later round picks that we can get to fill in. But yeah, so I'd say Will Campbell if he can fall to us by the grace of God. But if not, best player available. Who's ever best available on the specifically on the defensive end.
What about you, Piano Man?
Be sharp. I normally don't agree with an Auburn guy too much, but uh, I'm going to agree with Tez that Pittsburgh sort of needs the same thing. I know we need a quarterback. I understand that, but our defense, especially our D line, uh, kind of needs some help because Haywood, Watt, you know, that's going to soon play out. So we just need some help defensive on the defensive line. So, like Ted said, that I'm not into whomever is there, but I just want the best available player who's going to fit the spot, fit the defensive scheme, and that will bring an immediate impact to the game. So I'm going to say the D line for Pittsburgh.
And for us, man, hold on. Coach Carr said Ibuka and Bryce would be great. Yeah,
Mm.
they'll be great if they can block. You just got to give them
Mm.
time to like throw. I don't want him to feel rushed every time he got to throw the ball. Miss Janet said Bryce definitely needs some help. He's getting killed out there. They just I don't know. They probably had one of the worst all season because I haven't seen them really do anything. They just going into the season, so they're gonna definitely have to tackle a lot in the draft. But for me, definitely we're gonna have to tackle that secondary a little bit more. I know we got Marshawn Lattimore. Just need to add some more bodies out there. And definitely linebacker play. I feel like we can get better at. So hopefully we can get. I really want Jihad. I really want Will Johnson. But of course, it's what happened when you have a winning quarterback out there. So that felt good to just say out loud. Future Super Bowl winning quarterback, Jaden Daniels. So when that happened, I want all the credit. all of it. And you know who we're gonna play in the Super Bowl? No, we're gonna play the 49ers in the NFC Championship game, beat them, and we're gonna beat Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl.
Hey, I appreciate that, man, because I don't know if I have us making the NFC Championship game this year, but I appreciate that you believe in us.
Well, even if we did make it, we really don't believe that because when Pittsburgh get there, we just don't. Man, Daniel's gonna be in trouble. He gonna be. He better put some weight on it because we coming with the boom.
Hey man, y'all need to go ahead and trade Watt. I don't know what's the rumors with TJ Watt. That will be a shocker. I've been seeing a lot of rumors around the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep.
If the Philadelphia Eagles get TJ Watt on the Philadelphia Eagles, they just may repeat because that line is already crazy. Now you just add undoubtedly the best pass rusher in the game on your team. Man, please. It's gonna be the Rich just keep on winning, man. I just don't like it. I just don't like it here. So that's one of them trades you need to watch out for. I don't think Pittsburgh is gonna trade TJ. I think they'll be crazy to trade him, but
Yeah.
you never know in this NFL.
Raise the bathroom, be sharp.
Man, I'm looking at a mock draft, and I just want to call out a few names that are in the round 4, projected 4th round picks. So people can kind of get the gist of what I'm talking about when I mean this draft is really deep. 4th round pick projections, you have Quinn Ewers, Tez Johnson, you have Emory Johnson from LSU who started at tackle, Will Howard, Kobe Bryant, Jalen Reed from Penn State, Deion Walker from Kentucky, the defensive tackle, Jack Sawyer from Ohio State. What's his name? I can't pronounce it. Bashel Tutin, the running back. How you pronounce that? From Virginia Tech. He was once, I think he was once at the top of the draft. Dylan Fairchild from Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ollie Gordon is 4th round pick.
Oh my
Savion
God.
Williams is 4th round pick from TCU. Danny Stutzman is there. Like, so when you see these names start to fall in the 1st round, it's not because they're not good players. It's because there's so many players in this draft. And teams are looking like, if I need a linebacker, or if I need a receiver, or if I need this position, there are players in the 4th and 5th rounds that can produce for me. I don't have to waste a 1st round pick on some of these players. It's going to be interesting. I predict a lot of trades, a lot of fireworks in this draft. I'm kind of excited about it.
You know what I said, man, this is definitely one of those years in the draft that everybody should be excited for. It's super exciting for me, man. I'm just happy to see how everything's gonna go, and can't wait to see how everything plays out, man. Because it's gonna be a good one, bro. It's definitely gonna be one of those postseasons to remember. So buckle up, everybody. It's going down. It's definitely going down this postseason. I said this postseason, this NFL draft. So definitely appreciate everybody coming in, giving their comments. I know everybody doing a live stream right now, but I appreciate you guys that stuck around here, showing your love to this channel. Still growing, almost at 800 subscribers. We'll get there one day where everybody just want to stick around. So definitely, man, appreciate you guys being loyal over here, showing love. Definitely, like I tell y'all all the time, wouldn't be this far without you guys. Probably would have gave up a long time ago. So it's definitely appreciate you for just showing support to the channel, and Coach Carl, Coach Sean, Coach Al, Piano Man, Tez, all our channels, and Tez is on the rise. So you definitely get over there and subscribe to his channel. But I know one more thing, because I know we ain't really talked about it, because I seen Larry talked about it and said Scatterboo will surprise a bunch of people. Larry, I said this to Coach Sean last night. I said the best fit for Scatterboo would be the Pittsburgh Steelers. I just feel like he's just a Pittsburgh Steelers guy.
He looks like it,
Because
doesn't
I've seen him play against them Texas Longhorns, and I was like, man, this guy. We'll see what he do. My mind changed about a player very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I would love, as a 49er fan, to get Scatterboo.
He's another guy. I would say he'll be a good fit for you guys too, if you guys didn't have Christian McCaffrey.
But I see him as a potential replace. I don't know how he probably doesn't want to go to the NFL and block, but the way we use Kyle Juszczyk, I see Scatterboo being able to fit into that role just seamlessly. Like I think we get a ball to the fullback more than any other team in the NFL. We throw the ball to the fullback more than any other team in the NFL. Like he fits into that role very well. I don't know if he can block like Juszczyk, but
yeah,
you put him with Kyle Shanahan, you already know that this guy, him and McCaffrey, like with in the backfield would be a problem. Yeah, I would love to get Scatterboo on the 49ers.
But yeah, man, appreciate everybody coming through. Now I said, man, appreciate you guys just staying over here. Shout out to all the Bama channels, man, because I know they're doing a live stream right now, man. I know they're doing a great job. Shout out to the Bama Standard. I don't know who's probably. I think Piano Man said KB doing one. Shout out to KB, definitely. Shout out to the guys. Like I said, Coach Al, Coach Sean, Tez, Piano Man, Ty Hayes, Jance. I wish Jance was in here tonight, really, because I really want to know how he feel about his Buffalo Bills. But I will be seeing how he feels once the draft starts, because I expect him to be going crazy about his Bills. So definitely appreciate everybody, Miss Janet, in the comment section, Dwight, Larry. Appreciate you guys still being here, just showing love, man. Greatly appreciate it. Shout out to and definitely he said we need a Jan's rant. I can guarantee you we're gonna get a Jan's rant about this NFL draft. So guarantee it. Can't wait for the best in the business when it comes to that. And I'm gonna let these brothers shout out their channels, and we're gonna get up out of here. And first, we're gonna start with Piano Man.
Once again, B Sharp, thank you for having me, man. And you and Ted, looking forward to working with you more. But you can find me at the Long Run with Piano Man right here on YouTube, and just like, share, subscribe. And in the words of B Sharp, it costs $0.00 to do that. And so, but if you're on X or Twitter, I'm music and sports guy, and I'm about to revamp my Twitter page and do something else, and then I'll let everybody know. But for right now, uh, the Long Run with Piano Man on YouTube. Hit me up.
Oh yeah, man. And like you said, man, it costs $0.00 just support, man. If you had a time, just go over there and support your people. A lot of people say they support you and really don't support you. I know that firsthand. I got a lot of so-called friends that say they support the channel, ain't never watched a second of it. So they subscribe to it, but their subscription don't mean nothing if they ain't watching. So it's just a number. So definitely appreciate the people that show love. Ted.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Hey, be sure the friends that don't support you, just make it a point to talk about them on the stream, because they'll never hear it. They'll never know. Stand watch. But yeah, man, you can check me out at It's SE Season, the new channel. Don't have any content yet. That is coming very soon. I'm a busy man. I got to get this stuff out, and I'm tired of coming on here saying that I don't have no content yet. So this is definitely something that I'm going to get soon. The first episode, live episode, I have plans on May 1st. If you guys, can like the channel, hit the notification bell. That way you know when I do go live. But yeah, check me out, man. It's gonna be a new experience. I'm excited about it, and hopefully I can get these guys to work with me, and we can put together something special, man. And hopefully you guys will like it. I appreciate all the support, man. Again, appreciate y'all for having me, and working with Piano, man. It's always a pleasure. I appreciate everybody, man. Just an appreciative person.
Yeah, man. You talk about, are we gonna be over there to help you? Man, please, we gonna help. But yeah, man. As always, man, of course, I'm Brinsky Sharp with the Sharpshooters Podcast. We definitely gonna have a recap of the draft on Sunday. So probably at 5 o'clock. We definitely gonna have all the guys on here. I'm gonna let them know way in advance that we're gonna be up here at 5 o'clock to talk about the whole draft, recap everything about the draft. And like Ted said, that's all we're gonna do is just keep on talking about these people because they never gonna hear it anyway.
All right, they
That's
ain't
what I
watching.
said. I never like fake support. I'd rather you just say I don't watch the channel at all. I got certain friends that don't care nothing about no sports, but they steady watch the channel. So that's love. So definitely shout out to Quint, DeHaven, Arlon too. Day ones that helped the channel lay down the groundwork to everything. That's why we here today. So as always, y'all already know. Sorry, Tej. You
Give it to
Etham Trees always, forever. Toomer's Corner. Rest in peace to the late great Harvey Updike. I don't care. If you are offended by this, I don't care. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care. I'm like, it ain't like he poisoned a human being, he poisoned some trees. So I don't care. I do not care about no trees or whatnot. Yes, trees give us energy and all that good stuff, but I can care less about somebody being offended, me saying that for him. But appreciate everybody. More than likely catch y'all on Sunday on this channel, but definitely probably be on the Bama Standard on Friday. But I'll keep y'all updated on that. And appreciate everything. We out this thing. Peace.